Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. Well, today I have some sad news. Well, it's sad for me and a number of other people. Motif Investing is officially going to be closing by the end of May. Yes. As many of you know, I was an affiliate of that investing platform. It helped me make money as far as me investing in ETFs. It allowed me to create ETFs and make money that way. And it also allowed me to make money by referring people to that investing platform. In addition, the other things that I liked about it, of course, was that you could invest in fractional shares and their fees were pretty much lower than many of the other investing platforms that was out there. So I'm not totally distraught because I have other income streams that I depend on and that will keep me afloat. I didn't lose any money in the platform, or with them going out of business, it's not going to affect the money that I've made with them. I'm basically going to take that. Now, here's what they are offering to all Motif investors. Your money is going to automatically be transferred to another company called Folio Investing. And Folio doesn't have motifs, but it has portfolios, which you can create. You can put more than 30 different stocks and ETFs inside of that folio and have your own. However, you don't get paid for any of the folios that you create like you were when you were with Motif and you created an ETF. You got paid for that. So unfortunately, you're not going to get paid for it. They do allow you to have fractional shares, which is definitely a plus. There is no minimum to invest with them, which is also a plus. As a Motif investor, you're paying less money than other people who have joined Folio. Now, I've called them and they said, do not open up a Folio account right now. If you want to stay with Folio, just wait until May 30th when all of your money is going to be transferred over to that particular platform. The fees are a little bit more expensive than Motif, though. I will let you know that. They don't have any affiliate program. They don't pay you for referrals, and they don't have CDs. So that's another thing that's on the downside. If you do have a CD with Motif basically told me that I had to wait till May 12th and they would contact me, or I could contact them as well to see how they are going to handle that money, because the Motif that I had set up was a 5-year Motif. I should have known better. I had a little birdie, if you will, the spirit said you should not invest in that CD. Even though things are good now, you know that the year is coming when there's going to be a recession, and that 5th year is going to be in the middle of that. But I didn't take heed to that warning because I liked the interest rate that they were offering. Well, anyway, so is life, right? Now, some of you that were using Motif, you didn't build an ETF, so you have nothing to worry about. As long as you know what it is that you're investing in, the same thing you invested in there, you can invest over in Folio. Okay? But for those of you who did create an ETF, such as myself, what you have to do is you need to go to Motif, download the Excel spreadsheet of all of the motifs that you created, so that when you go to Folio, you know how it is you would like for your money to be allocated. Okay? Now, of course, If you don't want to go to Folio, you can choose to have your money go back into your bank account or into whatever account you have linked to Motif. Some of you may have your IRA linked to it, your 401k linked to it, and what have you. Or you may have another brokerage firm linked to it, and you can transfer it to another brokerage firm. I did open up an account with TD Ameritrade only because I was taking a class on how to trade futures. So I asked them what I needed to do, and they said that all I needed to do was fill out a transfer form, and I could get that basically on my account, just log in, print it out, fill it out, scan it in, and send it back to them through mail. Now, for those of you who are interested, TD Ameritrade, zero minimum to open. If your account has more than $600, there's no management fees that you have to pay. If your account has more than $3,000, then they give you a referral link where you do get paid every time you refer someone to TD Ameritrade. Unfortunately, though, TD Ameritrade has no fractional shares. So that's somewhat of a downer. But what I do like about TD Ameritrade is this. You can buy at a certain price and sell at a certain price. See that right there? That's a plus. And I don't see that on too many platforms. What's another alternative? Well, the other alternative is the other place where I'm also an affiliate, and that's with Stockpile. Stockpile is still operational. There's no account minimums. You can invest in fractional shares. You can start investing for $5. There's no monthly fees. It's 99 cents to buy stock or ETF with cash. You can't, unfortunately, create an ETF. So that's the negative part with Stockpile. But Stockpile does have ETFs within it that you can buy, so you don't have to worry that much about it. And you can also fill out a transfer form and transfer the cash that you have in Motif Investing and put it in Stockpile. So that is another alternative there. And then just so you know, I am looking at other areas. I'm seriously considering M1 Finance, because M1 Finance is quite similar to Stockpile, if I'm not mistaken. So I am looking into that. And I am also still considering investing in some more tax liens, because one area in real estate where there is no relief is the tax liens. Now, as far as trying to buy one right now, many of the offices are not initiating sales at the moment. However, when they open back up, best believe I will be there. And I've also joined a tax lien club within New York RIA. So if in case anybody is interested, look up your local RIA and see if they have a tax lien or tax deed course or tax lien or tax deed group where people get together and discuss what is going on in the tax lien market, where they get together and partner and buy tax liens and tax deeds. Because right there, that particular place definitely is paying a high interest rate, many times higher than what you get in the regular stock market, and definitely much higher than the banks. And just in case some of you were not aware, there are some banks that are actually charging 0% interest. So you're not even making any money on your account, and yet they still require you to pay to keep the money in the bank. You still have to pay expenses. And that to me is absolutely ridiculous. Now, a number of them, they're not quite zero, but it's 0.001% interest, which is pretty much nothing because the fees wipe out that interest rate that they're trying to give you. So guys, if you're going to move your money into the bank, don't leave it in there for too long. As a matter of fact, just keep the minimum as far as emergency money is concerned in there. And then I would say move the rest out. Now, as far as other banks are concerned, definitely look into the online banks because the online banks are paying a much higher interest rate. It's 1 point something percent. It's not 12% like the tax liens are, but at least you get something. As a matter of fact, if you're a shareholder of the bank, believe it or not, the bank shares pay dividends, and the dividend amount is actually higher than the interest rate that they're trying to give you. Okay? So anyway, my friends, I'm sorry to deliver the bad news, but yes, Motif Investing is closing May 30th. And I guess the other bad news, yes, is that banks, many of them, are now charging 0% interest. So you're not making any money leaving your money in the bank. Most of them, anyway. All right. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Please remember, stay safe, be smart, make wise financial moves. Until next time, have a good night.